What is up, obscure mic people? Bark, coming at you yet again. Coming at you with a purple mic. Purple. These lights are purple, but they look blue on camera. They're not like as bright as... They're actually kind of close. It's the distance. Anyway, I have a refrigerator. It's making some noise. Quite annoying. Anyways, ignore that noise. Today we've got the BMS2 from Basin. Basin. My boy Bronson over at Audio Hotline has reviewed this one. So you want another opinion on the Basin mic, go check out his video on this. It's $159 roughly. It's like 130 some on sale right now. I'm using the Rode Signature Series, the NT1 Signature Series, because prices are similar. Accessories are good with both. And it just seems like a pretty good comparison. Granted, this microphone is a Lewitt Audio clone, kinda, sorta. I know one thing, the noise floor is supposedly higher on this, but how are we to know when there's a effing fridge going crazy behind me? But I gotta keep my drinks cold. Let's unbox this and see what all you get for 100 and what's right now 30 some bucks. This is what comes in the box. This is a really nice composite case, aka plastic. You've got little temperature, little like humidity. I don't know what the hell that's for, but this is a pretty nice carrying case with a really nice metal, I believe, logo on it. Got a couple clips. We open. We got some documentation. We've got an all metal shock mount. This thing is premium. For 130 some bucks, you got your adapter in there. I mean, that is special. Even has Allen bolts in it just to really make you think it's high quality. And it is high quality. And it's really cool looking. We've got a nice square windscreen for the microphone itself. This is a very nice package. That's what she said. What else we got? We got something else. I watched Bronson's review and I don't remember what this is. That's an XLR cable of the black variety. And it feels pretty good. Not a bad cable. Pretty nice. My fridge is going crazy again. I think my fridge is going crazy. Oh, and you get a really nice Basin bag. A really nice Basin bag. Actually thick, pillowy. Like this, that's pretty nice. That is pretty nice, and it fits in the back of they really thought of everything here. Like, this is a really nice setup. And then you got the microphone itself. Heavy right from the get-go. Brother. There it is in cobalt blue. Nice metal grill. Got a little sticker action here over top of that. I don't take those off until I absolutely have to. Got a 0, -6, and 12 dB pad. Got some roll-offs there. Switches feel a little cheapish, but that's okay. Bottom of the mic, standard. I need an Allen wrench. Little Basin logo on the back. This is it's a pretty nice mic. Do they include an Allen wrench? Let's get this thing hooked up and see how it compares to the NT1 Sig series. All right, so now we are on the BMS2 from Basin. This is what it sounds like. First impression. Now, we're talking about a Rode microphone that is very quiet. It's a very quiet microphone. I can hear the self noise increase of the BMS2. Does that mean it's going to bother you or affect you? I'll be quiet. Probably not. Not really registering in OBS. So in my opinion, probably not a big deal. Now, the microphone does sound pretty good besides the self noise. I don't know if it sounds as good as the Rode. I think this sounds a little more grating than the Rode did. Just a little more sizzly. But overall, for 130 some bucks, if you want a well-built mic with a well-built shock mount, we're off to a good start. Let's do some tests with this thing. First off, plosives. Peter Piper picked a peck of pickled pineapple pizza. Like most condensers, it handles plosives like a chump. Not a champ, Like a chump, like a chump. Does this mic have me feeling bad or am I feeling good? It definitely isn't sad. Look at this mic in my neighborhood. Drop below if you know what that is. Yeah. When you get right on top of the Basin microphone, this is what it sounds like when you're right on top of it. Sounds pretty good. Then we're going to back off and we're going to take the microphone. We're going to go 90 degrees off axis. I'm going to take it 180 degrees off axis, show you that it has lights on the microphone. The Basin logo lights up 90 degrees and then back around to the front of the microphone. Man, let's go through some switches, bitches. 0 dB. Now we're at a -6 dB pad. I like -12 dB pad, -12 dB pad. The button presses pretty well. It switches like after the button's released. It's kind of satisfying, if that makes any sense. Let's go through the filters. This is flat mode. This is a 40 hertz high pass. This is a 300 hertz high pass, which does not sound like that big of a high pass. Bronson said the same thing, basically. Yes, I will watch a video before making a video. I don't care. I'm not stealing thoughts. I am my own person. Back to flat mode, and this is what flat mode sounds like. Man, I was going to take this apart because there was a rumor out there that this microphone in particular used a large 34mm diaphragm but put a small capsule inside. I think that's more of an LCT 240 thing. Shining light through this microphone, I could be wrong, but it looks like a large diaphragm to me. It looks like a 34mm capsule to me. And the way it picks up sound, if I bump the gain up just a little bit, it sounds bigger than even a medium diaphragm. I don't believe this has a small capsule in it. I really wanted to take it out of there to see, but the Allen bolts in the bottom of the mic, I don't have an Allen wrench that fits it. And I have a whole strip of them, so it's like, maybe it is, maybe the rumor's true. Maybe they don't want you taking this thing apart and seeing that they used a bunch of metal to make a, because it's metal. I see 34mm of metal in there. They just hollowed out a capsule and stuck a small diaphragm in. That doesn't make any sense. The cost-effective solution is just to throw a cheap 34mm capsule in there. And it is so on the bright side at times that I do believe it is a low-grade, low-price capsule. But the internals of the mic, they probably put enough in there to smooth it out some. It's not super grating, but it does. I think it would get grating over time, but I think if you're looking for a large diaphragm condenser microphone with excellent accessories and a carrying case, and I mean, it sounds good. I'm not saying anything to the contrary except for the fact that it is grating at the top, and over long periods of time, it might wear on you a little. It's got that little extra sizzle that sometimes is perfect and sometimes is just a toe over the line. I think this might be just a toe over the line, but that doesn't mean it doesn't sound good, because it does. And everything you get for 130 some bucks, pretty impressive. Now, we do have a windscreen. This is one of the first mics that have given the InnoGear mic stand. It's a Rode ripoff. The mic is giving it a run for its money on weight. This windscreen's hard to put on with this cheese grater grill. Woo! Oh! You know what that sounds like? Macaroni in a pot. Whop, whop, whop. That's what that sounded like. Okay, so now we've got a windscreen on, and just a little bit of that grating sizzle has already been tamed just a tiny bit. Anyways, the windscreen definitely helps with the sizzle. It's still there, but that toe over the line might pull the toe back just a little bit. I actually like that a good bit with that windscreen on, and you get that macaroni in the pot sound as you're sliding its little knickers over top. Knickerbockers. Who uses that word anymore? The New York Knickerbockers. Pull its knickers down, you get a little less sizzle. I think it sounds pretty good now. Again, self noise is higher than the Rode NT1 Signature Series, and I think it's evident in my headphones. I don't know if it'll be evident to you. If it is, let me know down below, but wasn't super evident. I still want to take this apart and just look at that capsule. I will try my best to do that in a short. I just have to find the right size Allen wrench. Now, I'm going to end this by going back to the Rode NT1 Sig Series real quick, just so you can get that one last comparison of the two, because I think both are a great buy. I actually think the Basin mic is built better and feels more solid. This has always felt just a touch light to me, but I think that's, sometimes you got to cut some corners to get the costs where you want. It sounds great. Yeah, this is so much quieter and a little smoother, a little less open, maybe a tiny bit less detailed, but overall, this is super quiet. Holding it handheld's not gonna really show that, but in my headphones, everything got quiet. 6 Series is really impressive though. Peter Piper. Yeah, there's definitely more, definitely more noise floor here. But again, a bigger, wider, open sound. I don't hate it. I like it actually. For 130 some bucks, let's BB-SAR it. On the BB-SAR, I'm going to give the Basin BMS2 a score of an 8. To me, it is a very strong buy because you're getting this metal shock mount. You're getting some filters, you're getting a sound pad, you're getting a windscreen, you're getting a carrying case. You're getting a lot here for 130 some bucks. Can you do better for the price? For the mic, I'd say very possibly. But the package as a whole is pretty tough to beat. That's why I think it's a very strong buy. And I do think the noise floor, even though it is higher than the Signature series, I don't think that's going to come into play a whole lot. Very rarely have I listened to a podcast or a YouTube video, definitely not music, where my first thought is like, the noise floor is too high, I can't listen to this. That's with these. With headphones or in-ear monitors, you're going to notice that. Driving to work, listening on a Bluetooth speaker, listening on your phone, you're not going to notice that. So I think anyone who is concerned about noise floor is probably not spending $130 on a mic. They might be spending $159 on one, but I think if they're that concerned with those things, they're probably spending a lot more than $159 even. So I think for the budget consumer who's not going to notice that noise floor on most recordings without headphones or in-ear monitors, this is an 8. It's a very strong buy. And the damn fridge is at it again. How can a man have a cold beverage in a studio without a refrigerator? You tell me. That sounds terrible. And I know you can hear it on this sucker. All right, that's all. Basin BMS2. Man, the price is right on this thing. It's an 8. Accessories are a big part of that. If it was the mic only, it would be like a 6.5 probably. Yeah, I can't ignore everything you're getting for this price point. So if you want a nice big sound, big open condenser, $133 on Amazon, link down below. Basin did send this to me. Thank you guys for sending that to me. It's pretty solid package. That's what she said, and I am leaving. Peace out.
I ride around town in my limousine, high beam looking for the next dream. I ride around town in my limousine, high beam looking for the next